Jeopardy! And host Ken Jennings are getting negative buzz from fans over an overly harsh ruling that some even called positively disgusting. On Wednesday night's episode, Ken and the judges refused to accept the reigning champ's answer because it was pluralized. Drama ensued during the last clue of Double Jeopardy, which was in the category Waterfalls. The $2,000 clue was, a Yosemite fall with a wispy ribbon of water that flutters in the air like a diaphanous cloth bears the name of this marital wear. Returning champ Kelly Prue, a communications director from Billerica, Massachusetts, buzzed in with, "What is Bridal Veil Falls?" Unfortunately, she was off by an S, and was ruled incorrect. "No, I'm sorry," Ken, 50, said. "It's actually Bridal Veil Fall, so we couldn't take that." "It is. What is a bridal veil?" Kelly looked distraught, and her opponent, Isaac Hirsch, could be seen staring at the camera in surprise. That clue was especially tricky because many Yosemite sites, including Yosemite Falls, Wapama Falls, and Carlin Falls, have the appended S. In addition, she added an S to the word fall, which wasn't part of the desired response. Kelly entered Final Jeopardy in last place with $8,000, Dana Keene had $8,300, and Isaac had a runaway with $18,000. After Final Jeopardy, Isaac, a customer support team leader from Burbank, California, won out with $19,185, ending Kelly's one-day streak. That ruling was garbage. Viewers flooded social media to discuss the ruling. Many felt it was unnecessarily harsh. "Wow, Kelly was robbed. That ruling on Bridal Veil Falls was ridiculous," one Redditor wrote. "Adding the S seems to fall firmly in yeah, we'll take that territory. I typically give long and wide deference to the judges, but F.K. the judges for that ruling," another Reddit user posted. "There's nothing pinning the clue to fall, so she got the required information correct. That was positively disgusting. Yeesh, that's a brutal call on the last clue," a third user wrote. Fall was in the clue, so clearly did not need to be said in the response. And yes, people do call it falls. To rule her incorrect there was extremely pedantic, wrote a fourth. And it made the game a runaway. Brutal ruling, wrote a fifth. That ruling was garbage, a sixth bluntly wrote. If she said bridals fail, I'd probably still be mad but could at least see the argument for not accepting it, wrote another. This is beyond the pale of pedantry, immo. Completely unjustifiable and a detriment to the game. If the clue only required you to say bridal veil, why does it matter if Kelly said fall or falls after, one more wrote. People call it Bridal Veil Falls all the time, including the National Park Service. Others were surprised the ruling wasn't reversed before Final Jeopardy. Fully expected to hear before FJ, we have a scoring change, ... And, I have to wonder if there was any stoppage of taping for that ruling. It seems absolutely absurd to me. Over on X, another user wrote, "At Jeopardy just cheated champion Kelly by not accepting Bridal Veil Falls because it's actually fall. They added, but they accepted larynx for the larynx. Make it make sense." As the last internet user recalled, Ken and the judges accepted a blatantly mispronounced word on Monday, which irked some fans. Matt Brooks, a healthcare IT analyst from Virginia, was leading against Zoe Strassfield and one-day champ Kat Pizzacano. Matt took the $400 Jeopardy! Round clue in the Taking You to School category. The clue read, "Anatomy, there are both false and true vocal cords in this hollow, tubular structure, also called the voice box." Matt won the game with $10,600, and viewers took to social media to croak about the larynx debacle. How in the world did they accept larynx as a correct response for larynx? One Redditor began a thread. They say pronunciation doesn't count, but they routinely count answers wrong when the spelling and pronunciation don't go together. Larynx is just not a conceivable way to pronounce larynx. We were expecting them to come back and correct the score on that, and they didn't. It really soured the whole game for me. Another fan agreed, "Yeah, that was unbelievable. How on earth can that be considered an acceptable answer when, historically, the judges have been total sticklers for pronunciations?" A third person noted that Kat was flustered after that and could have otherwise won the game. Other fans noted that late host Alex Trebek accepted Larnax as an answer in November 1997 and March 2006, explaining that it was a common pronunciation. Jeopardy! Airs at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, check your local listings. Title: Jeopardy! Controversy, fans rallied behind contestant after contentious ruling ****. The soundstage of Jeopardy! Buzzed with its usual energy. The iconic blue set gleamed under the lights, and Ken Jennings, the beloved host and former champion, stood poised with his signature mix of charm and intellect. The episode had been riveting so far, with contestants locked in a tight battle of wits. But it was the $2,000 clue in the double Jeopardy! Round that would spark an uproar among fans. As the round progressed, the tension mounted. Samantha Reed, a librarian from Chicago, was leading by a narrow margin. Her calm demeanor and quick recall had made her a formidable contestant. The board still held several high-value clues, and the game was anyone's to win. Samantha's strategy had been impeccable, and she decided to go for the jugular. "I'll take historical figures for $2,000, Ken," she said confidently. Ken nodded and read the clue. This leader, known for his non-violent resistance, inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. Without missing a beat, Samantha buzzed in. "Who is Gandhi?" Ken hesitated, his brow furrowing slightly. "Be more specific," he prompted. Samantha, slightly taken aback but quick on her feet, responded, "Who is Mahatma Gandhi?" Ken's expression didn't change, but he said, "I'm sorry, that's incorrect." A collective gasp rippled through the audience. The answer seemed spot on, and Samantha's face reflected her disbelief. The correct response, according to the judges, was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. The round continued, but a palpable tension filled the room. The ruling had cost Samantha $2,000 and a chance to cement her lead. As the final round concluded, she ended up in second place by a slim margin, losing out on what could have been her defining moment on Jeopardy! As the credits rolled, fans took to social media in droves, expressing their outrage. #Justice for Samantha began trending within hours. Messages of support poured in, decrying the ruling as absurd and arguing that Ken Jennings, or rather the judges, had robbed her of a fair shot at victory. Jeopardy! Aficionados dissected the episode frame by frame, some even referencing previous instances where similar answers had been accepted. The debate grew heated. Was it fair to penalize Samantha for not using Gandhi's full name when his popular moniker was widely known and accepted? One fan tweeted, "This ruling is absurd. Everyone knows who Mahatma Gandhi is. It's like asking for Einstein and being told it's incorrect unless you say Albert Einstein. Jeopardy needs to fix this."